Hey everybody, Eric Emmon Twins 20 here for a vlog. It is April 13th, 2026. It's a Monday. Hope you are doing well. It's about 10:40 in the morning. Got my nice cozy robe on. It's a little chilly today, even though it's in the 40s today. It's a little chilly in the house. About ready to get in the shower. I got to take my son to El Doctoro. He's got a wellness check today, his first one in a while. He's overdue, so get him all checked out, get him up to date on anything he might need. And then I'll probably take him for a snack if he's a good boy afterwards. Not here to talk about that though. I'm just gonna talk channel stuff and sports stuff. How about them Twins? Minnesota Twins are on a hot streak right now, kicking some ass. They just swept the Tigers. They swept the AL Central leading Tigers. They just beat the Toronto Blue Jays 2-3, even though Toronto's not that good this year. I just saw a stat. The Twins are the best team, record-wise, in the American League. Now, granted, it's like 9-7, but it's like nobody expected this. I'm still pissed off at the Twins, mostly because of the poll ads. So, I'm still pissed off at them, but they got a good team. Pitching's been great. Joe Ryan, of course, is Joe Ryan. Taj Bradley is having a great year so far. It's like 3 starts, and he's doing really good. So that Griffin Jax trade, as much as it hurt to see Griffin Jax get traded, it was a good move. I think Jax is struggling, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that Taj Bradley signing was good, and he's doing well. So he's exceeding expectations. A little disappointed about Mick Abel. We got him in the trade last year, and he hasn't worked out so far. Probably going to get sent. I got a feeling if he keeps it up, he's going to get sent to St. Paul, and that's fine. St. Paul, it's not a bad thing to go to. It's only a quick drive away from Minneapolis. Go down, get some work, and come back up quickly. They need to call up Keelan Culpepper. Kid's been raking down there. Even though Brooks Lee is finally turning things around and starting to be a stud at the plate, at least. His defense is still a thing to be concerned about. Royce Lewis, he's suffered another injury. He's out. They brought in Ryan Kreidler. There were some fans that wanted Culpepper to be called up, but yeah, I mean, it's a short-term issue for Royce Lewis, at least this time around. There was no way that Culpepper's going to get called up long-term, because he's probably, if he gets called up, it's going to be to play short. Now, I could see a scenario where they could try Brooks Lee at another position, slide him over to third if Royce Lewis is going to be injury prone some more, or if they say fuck this, we're done, and they trade him. I could see that happening. I could see them saying, you know what, Brooks Lee's stock is high enough now, let's get him out of here before things go haywire with him. I could see that happening. When Keelan Culpepper gets called up by the Twins, it's going to be shortstop. It's not going to be anywhere else. They're not going to call him up unless something, God forbid, happens to Brooks Lee or Luke Keyshaw at second and they bring him up to play second. I don't think that's going to happen. Or if they move him over to third in St. Paul and he just rakes over there, and they're like, okay, here's our third baseman. I think Culpepper comes up as a shortstop later this year. So I think that's what's going to happen. Emmanuel Rodriguez, when he gets called up, he's going to get called up to be a corner position, I predict, left or right. Same with Walker Jenkins. Buxton's still the de facto center fielder, and he will be until those legs start giving out as far as speed and all that. And then they'll move him over to the corner position like they did with Kirby years later. And I think Torrey Hunter got moved to a corner spot too when he started losing speed. It always happens. But Twins are very exciting to watch. They got to figure out who the closer is. They got like 5 different guys with different saves, so they don't have a de facto closer. But that's what Derek Shelton wants. But they're fun to I haven't been able to watch games. We don't have cable here at the house. We don't have internet. Well, we have internet, but we don't have service providers because they're too fucking expensive. And we're still pissed off at the poll ads, so we're not buying Twins TV. But we will watch highlights on YouTube and do that. Um, yeah, really happy with the Twins. Speaking of Twins, my MLB The Show 26 franchise. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Episode 10 posting tomorrow. It's scheduled. Episode 11 is rendered and it will be uploaded tonight, and that will be posted for Wednesday. So episode 9 was posted or went live this morning, and episode 10 will be going live at midnight tonight for tomorrow's episode, and then episode 11, which you'll find out about, will take place Wednesday. And then I'm going to probably shoot the next episode for that series tonight once Jonathan's in bed and all that stuff. Car Dealer Simulator, you saw the update on that. The big update they brought in, they finally, on the PS5 version, the transporter. Got that all figured out. They added the air compressor where you can add air to the tires, but they didn't add the worker, because on the PC version you can hire a worker to fill gas and do the air pump, but they didn't do it on the PS5 version. I don't know why they didn't do that, but maybe that update's coming for that. I'm not going to post any more videos on that unless there's some more updates for that. There's supposed to be some, hopefully, to match the PC version. I just been playing off camera, just getting more cars, buying cars, and the transporter. My office manager, Karen, she's been doing a great job. I'm actually thinking about switching everybody around, just to kind of give them some experience. But I've been buying cars left and right, getting the transporter and unloading them, and it's been fun. I can't play that game for too long, but for some reason, when I play that game, if I play it too long, I get queasy. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the graphics in that game. If you play that game for too long, I start getting queasy. And I noticed it in the early part of the game when I first started playing it, when I was washing cars, doing it myself. And I had to take breaks because I felt like I was going to upchuck. And it's weird. Power and Revolution. The last episode, Mother Nature's Wrath. All these damn disasters popping up because I cranked that one up and I didn't learn my lesson from the previous playthroughs, and I can't go back and turn it down right now. So I haven't shot anything after the last episode. We're gonna continue on, and I haven't gone after any other countries yet taken over. Haiti was going to be my next one, and I mentioned in the last video I accidentally screwed up and I did a whole episode, and then when I stopped recording, I accidentally hit quit instead of save and quit, and I lost out. But it was a good thing because my economy got screwed by sanctions, so that didn't work out. But I'm thinking for my next conquests, maybe taking a break from the Caribbean and start working back in the South Pacific like I did in the previous playthrough. Go after Samoa and Kiribati. So we'll see about that. I got to get some more troops out that way, out in those smaller states. But enjoying the playthrough of that, being the president, the Gen X president. I just sold my Super Nintendo Classic, my mini, that I modded. I bought years ago, and haven't really played it that much lately. The girls touched it a few times, but they didn't care about it. And honestly, between that and the Nintendo Classic, I played the Nintendo one a lot more. And it was just sitting on the shelf collecting dust, and Jonathan abusing the controllers. I'm like, sell it off, give it to somebody that will appreciate it and play with it on their own, and I can use the funds on it for other things I might need or want to replace, and that's what I'm doing. So I just got word it's out for delivery for the buyer today, so I should be getting my funds for that, because it's through eBay, and eBay has a stupid policy where you don't get your funds until a couple days after delivery instead of instantaneous. Whatever. At least this time it's going better shipping wise. Unlike my PlayStation 2 I sold and the games with it, took almost 2.5, 3 weeks to get to its destination, which was Hawaii. And there was some issues with the postal service. I guess there was a national disaster or something going on in Hawaii, and it was affecting the postal service. Well, that's all well and good, and I understand that, but why should I, the buyer, be subject to their problems when I'm looking to get paid? I think that was bullshit. There should be a contingency plan. Whatever. I got my money for that, and I should be getting my money this week for the Super Nintendo. I got a few things in mind to replace for the channel, or maybe not pumping back in to the channel, and a couple things I need to pay on, or a couple things I need, personal items I need to do. One of which is getting this tooth replaced right here. I got a chipped tooth I chipped a couple weeks ago, and it hurts like hell right now. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple dentists, see if they take my coverage. That's one thing I hate about dentists is you go to a doctor, a regular doctor, and insurance is pretty cut and dry. No problem. But dentists, trying to find a dentist that takes my particular insurance is no, it's no pun intended. It's like pulling a tooth out of your mouth. And it's just ridiculous. And then finding a dentist and then having to wait so goddamn long to get in is ridiculous. Getting into a dentist is harder to do than getting into a regular doctor. Sometimes you have to wait like a week or two for a regular doctor. A dentist, you sometimes have to wait months on end, and then by then, fucking you're in so much pain, you got to get into emergency surgery. Or there's been times in my case, the tooth is part of the tooth that's already broken. It's falling off, and no big deal, and you cancel the appointment. I got a bad feeling that's what's going to happen this time. It's not as bad today, but it's still there. I've taken some meds, and I'm just waiting to hear back from a couple of dentists. One I know will take my insurance, but I'm hoping I hear from the other one that's here in town, because the one I know takes my insurance, it's a half-hour drive. And of course, then I have to figure out how I'm going to get there. I have to talk to people to help me get there, because I don't drive, because I can't drive for numerous reasons. So it's just a pain in the ass. But just wanted to vent and talk about sports. We have the draft 10 days. I'm still hopeful that the Vikings will draft Dylan Thieneman, the safety out of Oregon. A lot of people think the Vikings will draft somebody else, a different safety, or they'll draft a running back or receiver or tackle. Now they're talking tackle, which I'm not opposed to. Brian O'Neill's on the wrong side 30. He's a great right tackle, but injuries have piled up, and I've been banging on the table, especially for the last couple of years. We need to find a successor. I got no problems if they decide to give him an extension, but at the same time, if there's a tackle available, maybe in second, third rounds, and it's a guy that we can work with and groom him to be Brian's successor, do it. I mean, Brian O'Neill himself, we drafted him as a second round draft pick in 2018, I believe. And when we got him, a lot of people were like, why are you getting a tackle? You got somebody. It was Mike Remmers at the time. But we had an injury, the left guard. They slid Remmers over, put Brian O'Neill in, and the rest is history. Brian O'Neill's turned out to be one of the best tackles in Viking history, and it's worked out. But age has caught up to him. Injuries have piled up. It's time. It's time to think about his successor. The same with Harrison Smith. I think Harrison will be back, but I think even if he is back this year, you still need to you need to draft his replacement. And there's guys in this year's draft that's good. There's some people scared about taking a safety, especially at the Lewis Cine debacle, but this draft class of safeties is better than that one in 2022, even though we should have stuck where we were at and picked up Kyle Hamilton. And that's on Kwesi, and that's part of the reason why he got fired. But, yeah, if Dylan Thielman is there at 18, take him. If we don't trade up to go get somebody else or Jeremiah Love, that's the only guy I want to trade up. If the Vikings decide, let's go trade up. If they trade up to go get somebody, it's to draft the running back. Even though KOC has proven he can't be trusted with running backs. Well, this guy is special. Drafting Jeremiah Love would be like the next Adrian Peterson. He might not be as great as Adrian Peterson was, but he's going to be in that talk, in that mix. Because we haven't had anybody that good since Adrian Peterson. Dalvin Cook was good, but not even close. Jeremiah Love would make us remember about Adrian Peterson. He's the only one I want to trade up to go get. But if we stand pat at 18, I want Dylan, the safety from Oregon. I do not want the other Oregon Duck. I don't want the tight end. We have Hawkinson. We have Josh Oliver. Yes, we could probably... We're in the same boat we are with Hawkinson that we are with O'Neal and Harrison Smith. Yes, we need to think about the future. Hawkinson's probably not going to come back after this year, maybe next year. But we have other more important needs than a tight end. I mean, okay... If Shadiq is there at 18 and we take Dylan and he continues to drop further down the draft towards the end of the first round and nobody's taken the tight end, then I wouldn't be against the Vikings trading back into the first to pick up the tight end. Then I'd be okay with it. He is good. To do that a deal, you'd have to give up future capital and maybe trade Jonathan Grenard. I know there's rumors about trading J.J. McCarthy. I know the Rams. Now there's rumors the Rams are interested in him. I could see the Vikings doing that. Say, hey, here's a third and J.J. McCarthy, and we'll take your late first-round draft pick. I could see us doing that if Shadiq is there, and then you pick Shadiq at 20, whatever. I think the Rams are at 24 or 5. I could see that possibly being a thing. I could see them trading Jonathan Grenard, because there's talk about him being traded out, and then that opens up the starting spot for Dallas Turner, which he deserves. Dallas Turner turned it on. So lots of different things. But I oppose taking the tight end at 18. If you got a can't miss safety there or corner, if Dylan Thielman's gone at 18 and there's somebody else that can help fill a role that we need that spot for safety or corner, take him there. And if the tight end continues to drop, because there is that one guy in every draft that drops. Somebody's going to drop this year. Let's say it's the tight end. Gets in the 20s. I wouldn't oppose the Vikings trading capital and players to get back into the first and go get them. They've done it before in years past. They did it with Harrison Smith. They traded back into the first round, and got Harrison Smith. They did it when they got Teddy Bridgewater. And for a little bit it worked out. And unfortunately Teddy Bridgewater shredded his leg, almost lost his leg in a freak accident, and set us back at quarterback again. And I hate it when people say Teddy Bridgewater was not that good. That spring or summer that he shredded his knee, he was looking good. People at training camp said he was looking good. I think he started a game or two in preseason before the accident, the injury, and he was looking good. At the prior season, there was a couple games before the end of the season, he was looking good. Teddy had talent. It's just the damn leg injury just derailed him. And then, he's a backup now. He's back in the NFL, and he got screwed out of his high school coaching job. But I'm happy for Teddy. He's with the Buccaneers now. I wish we would have brought him back as a backup. I would have rather had him and then Carson Wentz, but whatever. It would have been a nice feel-good story to have number 5 back. But looking forward to the draft in 10 days. It's going to be fun. And a lot of my write that downs are going to be coming off the board next Thursday night. I already had one come off this week. The Minnesota Wild did not clinch the Western Conference. They are in the playoffs. The Wild did not clinch their division. I thought I had one that said the Timberwolves were going to clinch their divisions. I did not. It was the one about winning the NBA Finals in 7. That one's still on the board, but that's not looking good because they've been kind of struggling, but we'll see. So I have one off the board, not good, but we'll see a whole bunch with the draft coming next week. And I'll probably do another write that down episode. With this being episode 295 or 6, we're inching closer to 300. I still have not figured out what I'm going to do for number 300. I keep saying I want to do a music review, and I still have not gone back and look at who I have done and what I want to do. I have some people in mind, but I need to check, make sure I didn't do them yet. I know of 2 I've attempted to do, and I got blocked for copyrights, and I couldn't post them because it was worldwide, including the US, so I couldn't do anything. Most of the time I do a song review with music involved in copyrights, I get blocked in Russia. Big fucking deal. I don't care. I could care less about Russia. Mostly Putin. The people from Russia, I have no ill will towards them. It's their leadership. Sorry that you live there. But I know of two times I recorded a music song review. It was Prince and Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. And the Prince one, pretty much every one of them got blocked, especially in the United States, which I think is hilarious because now you can find his music everywhere on YouTube. But for some reason, little old me, I'll post 15-second snippets of his songs. I get blocked and I can't do anything about it. Whatever. But Gloria Estefan had one song. It was a top 10. And it was the last song I picked. Number 1 song of my favorites. The whole video. And it shows you when or what song is copyrighted and where. And it was the last song I picked, and it was blocked everywhere, including American. It pissed me off because it was my favorite Gloria Estefan song. So I'm still thinking about doing that one, just trying to figure out how I'm going to get around the copyright. I know in the past I've been able to do it by it mutes it mutes the audio and all that, but there's a couple other artists and bands I'm looking into doing music reviews, so we'll see how it goes. But I got a few more episodes to decide the 300. I might not do a song review. I could do a tier list. I haven't done a tier list in a while. I could talk about certain things. I could talk about games and all that. Oh, speaking of games, Rockstar got hacked again. And the people that are behind it are wanting a ransom, or they're going to leak information about all sorts of things, including Grand Theft Auto 6. It's like, really? Are we doing this shit again? For $1 billion company that has secrets and make people sign NDAs and all that shit, they sure get hacked a lot. This happens to them a lot. You would think that a company that powerful, billions of dollars at stake for their video games and whatnot, you would think that their cyberware would be a lot better than what it's been. I think it's time to spend some money on your shit. Maybe contact the U.S. government or somebody in government that has an idea about cyber protections and get your shit locked up. Because if this blocks or delays another release of the game, people are going to be pissed. Although some people think this hacking job and this ransom thing is just the hacker's way of saying, hurry up and release this fucking game that we've been waiting for 10 plus years. Which is just wrong. But it's what it is. So I'm gonna stop this rambling and talking for 25 minutes now. I gotta get ready. I got an hour and a half before I gotta get myself and Junior ready for his doctor appointment. So next video after this one will be scheduled for release tonight, midnight. And will be the show 26 for the twins. And then I think the next one will be episode 11, which will be tomorrow at midnight as well. So I try to release new videos. When I got a whole bunch in the can, I just schedule them. I stagger them, just release same night time, midnight. Say hi, Jonathan.
Hi.
Hey, don't steal my drink.
Bye.
So we'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. And the vlog is over.